What's up, y'all? I'm Eric. I'm helping MD and play electric and pad keys this week at False Creek, and it's a wild time. We're here at the Worship Collective. Ryland's helping lead. It's a party. Just kind of want to talk you through my setup. So if you come over here real quick, I'll talk you through first my pad keys. So I'm using MainStage, which is like a kind of like a DAW, like performance software. And inside of it, I have routed all of these knobs to go to different sounds, basically. And so I'm starting with a drone pad, and I'm controlling the key over here just by like hitting what key it's in. And so I like hit G major, and then I can fade this in. And the number 8 over here is my volume, and I actually have a tone control as well. So that's like the brightness. And it's really helpful because whenever I come in and they're like still preaching, I can like roll all the highs off, but still fade in the volume. So that way people don't really hear me enter, but they like feel like an entrance, like an ambiance. And then as I play, you know, I can fade that brightness up. Anyway, I have a few sounds. I'll go through these sounds. Sound number 5 is this kind of like, I don't know, really like subtle pad that like fades in. And I also have this mapped to a tone control where I can suck the highs out. Number 4 is a similar kind of fade in pad, but it's a little more airy, breathy. When the highs are in, the highs are really in. And I can mix the two of those to be kind of fun, making some fun sounds. It kind of fades in, you know? Yeah. And then sound number 3 is this interesting like piano sound. And so as I mix these sounds, it's kind of fun to find the little variations as I put them together. And so I can just use this behind sermon, but sound number 2 is a little more traditional. It's like an electric piano sound. I have it going through a little bit of a chorus, so that's kind of fun. And then 1's just an acoustic piano sound, but it's stock in MainStage, so I don't use it a whole lot because it sounds kind of flat to me. Anyway, then I have this volume pedal down at my right foot, and this volume pedal, it actually like controls this organ sound, which is kind of fun. So I can. And then this button that I have up here, I have mapped to the speed of the rotor. So if you listen, it's kind of like the vibrato of the rotor within the rotor cabinet that's simulating. It's kind of slow right now, but then I hit the button and it gets faster, which is kind of fun. You know, and kind of do some fun. Anyway, organ things. Cool, that's about it on my like little computer setup, but I'm also running Ableton. And so if you come check this out, I have this whole computer over here, and I'm running like our click and our guide and all of our tracks from it. And so I have them all grouped together, and it's sending out this USB-C cable, and that's connected via Dante, which is this like network. And I'm actually sending out like 12 channels of information, or 11 channels of information, which is wild, just through that one little cord. And so in that, I'm sending a guide channel, a click track channel, then a stereo percussion, a stereo keys, a stereo electrics, stereo vocals, and then an individual bass. And then this one down here is called Spanish Guide, because I pulled some Spanish just to maybe play pranks, but who knows. Anyway, so with this percussion, like of course this is just all the percussion cues that came from multi-tracks, and then I added a little bit of processing. Within each of these, I suck some of the lows out and some of the highs out, because I don't really like it whenever tracks are the most brilliant, the most like audible thing in the house. So I basically, everything like past 10K, I just suck it all back, because I just don't really, I want the only things living in that range to be like live instruments. But I also add a little bit of reverb to basically all of them. On the electric guitars, because I'm playing electric guitar and I don't want anyone to get confused with like what I'm playing and what the tracks are, I have like basically this tiny little bit of EQ information that they're playing. So it doesn't like sound that good, but it just helps fill out. It just sounds like my guitar is bigger than it actually is. And I have a little chorus that it's going through and a ton of reverb. In the vocal channels, it's kind of weird and lame whenever like you hear this like choir vocal that's like louder than the lead vocal and it's like pitched up or down, you know, it sounds like Alvin and the Chipmunks or something. So I also have that really rolled off. I have it really reverbed out, and then I have it going through a chorus also. Like it's kind of warm chorale vocal thing. So it really sounds like it's a processed thing more than anything else, which is kind of cool. With Ableton, I just pull in the different songs. I map the tempo with the automation window, and then just kind of cut stuff together. And we kind of figure that out in rehearsal. If you check out this over here, I've got 2 microphones. This one is the MD microphone, and this goes to all the band's ears. And so with it, I'm kind of talking to the band, hey, we're going to swell here. Hey, remember, we're going to do this hit. Oh no, the preacher is on stage. Everyone quiet down. Oh no, our lead singer just passed out. Let's play G major. All the things that happen. This is a vocal microphone. This vocal microphone goes to the house if the sound guy decides to turn it up, which would be called lack of discernment. But it's also coming to like this vocal pedal over here. And this vocal pedal, I have some effects, like some reverb. It's like really subtle right now. I'll turn it up with my toe. There it goes. Just a little bit of verb. Nothing much. And then boot, reverb. And then whenever I kick it on, it actually adds harmonies. So if I'm playing like a G major, it like listens to my guitar, and then it'll do like. And I have it like where it's adding a higher and a low. And it sounds kind of weird whenever it's isolated, but whenever there's like big gang vocal stuff happening, it's kind of cool. It sounds like there's like 6 of us when there's really, only 4. So that one's kind of fun. So this is my electric guitar. It's running through a thing called a Helix. This is a Fender Jazzmaster. Love this guitar. It's got some P90s in it. It has this jazz mode switch, which is just like a like processing that happens within the guitar that makes it like really warm and sweet. So it's good for like some pad moments. I guess I'll show you what that sounds like. It sounds really like subtle. You can roll some of that off. This jazz mode's kind of fun. But then when you turn it off, it's a little bit brighter. It's kind of a punchy guitar, which I really like. With my Helix, I have like a little bit of processing going on. I have this like big verb that is kind of fun. Has a long tail to it. This button triggers my like delays and stuff. So it kind of delays, which is kind of fun. This bubble vibrato is this like textural thing. It adds a little bit of waver to the sound, adds a little bit of character, and I basically leave that on all the time, just because I don't know, it feels kind of indie to me. It almost feels like kind of some of my voice now, just because I like that vibrato like texture, and it adds just a little bit. I don't know, it makes it feel less dad rock, and I'm just kind of into that. Anyway. Then I have this pulls up the gain some on my amps, so it just drives it a little bit more. Then I have this overdrive that really cooks it. And then even past that is like upping the gain on that drive. So it's more for like solo-y kind of. Whenever I'm really trying to kick it. This over here is like a tremolo. Whenever I use that tremolo, it adds like this like whoop, 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 but like volume-wise. And all of that's controlled with this tap tempo. It's kind of subtle, but it's nice. This dual pitch thing, it's for in a setting like we have right now. We have a piano, acoustic, drums, bass, and me. And so there's not like a rhythm electric. So whenever I'm doing a lead line, like we're doing I Speak Jesus, your name is Paul, your name is you. It's in the key V, so I'm going to turn that pad off. There's this lead line that like... It's like that big lead line, and because I'm playing that, there's like not a lot happening below me harmonically. And so whenever I just play like... There's a lot of space down low that like isn't covered. So whenever I hit that dual pitch and I let this low end like harmonically enter, it helps fill the space below it while I'm still the only electric guitar. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, then with the other 2 buttons on my Helix, it's actually controlling the Ableton session, which is kind of fun. One of them is just a next button, which kind of scrolls to my next song that I have queued up. The next one is just a start button.
Verse 1, 2, 3, 4.
Perfect son of God. And then to stop it, I have to hit the space bar. Boop. Because I don't have enough buttons. I'd love to have more buttons, but I kind of need to control my guitar tone, I guess. So that's a general rundown of my rig, and I just have a good time. So if you have any questions, I guess
let me know. Yeah, comment below. And Ryland will maybe let me know. It'll be a good time. So, see you around, world.